Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SC Neuenheim in Heidelberg. It's a top of the table clash here between Frankfurt 1880 and SCN. At the moment they're on the same points. Neuenheim with the game extra. Let's see what unfolds in this spectacular game over here.
Zum Spitzenspiel der ersten Bundesliga zwischen den
Gastgebern SC Neuenheim
und unseren Gästen aus Frankfurt. Wir hoffen alle auf ein schönes Spiel und die Gäste spielen folgende Aufstellung. Mit der Nummer 1 Augustin Gabriel Losado, mit der 2 Marcel Becker, mit der 3 Christoph Edene, mit der 4 Hassan Ram, mit der 5 Fraser Heskey, mit der 6 Vinzenz Meyer, mit der 7 Oliver Schein, mit der 8 John Stewart, mit der 9 Quentin Nicolo, mit der 10 Christopher Henning, mit der 11 Aiden Dixon, mit der 12 Leo John Wolf, mit der 13 Sebastian Rodwell, mit der 14 Fabrizio Cabrera und mit der 15 Eduardo Stella.
Just
auf der Bank steht bereits mit der 16 Chris Howells, mit der 17 David Kowalicki, mit der 18 Kosmos Zimbragos, mit der 19 Jens Listmann, mit der 20 Johann Niedernberger, mit der 21 Francisco Schröder und mit der 22 Rainer Parkinson. Und der SC Neuenheim spielt in folgender Aufstellung. Mit der Nummer 1 Gaston Salvi, mit der 2 Alexander Biskupek.
A deep kick-off here by Frankfurt, gathered by the number 8 from SCN with a great carry straight through the middle. He's open, great cover tackle there by Leo Wolf. Frankfurt under a lot of pressure straight off the kick-off. And a skip pass there. Yeah, he got numbers on the outside here with space. Great work here by SCN, getting go forward, ball straight off the kick-off, finding space here. A great hit there by Fraser Hasty and offload. Frankfurt at the ball now and plays open. Holstein on the outside with the grubber. You don't really see a lot doing that. SCN under a bit of pressure now to see if they can find touch. And they managed to find touch. A good attacking opportunity now for Frankfurt. Great work there from SCN on the start of the game. Getting a clear breakthrough, running straight up the middle of the field, and getting good go forward ball for them. Let's see how Frankfurt decides to attack with this line-up option.
An der Linie stehen Sebastian Milgren und Justin Pearson. Wir wünschen Ihnen viel Spaß beim Spiel.
And it looks like a smooth throw, but this will be regathered by Frankfurt. Chris Henning on attack. John Martin Stewart with a nice carry. Can they get fast ball here on the outside of the space? Leo Wolf with the ball, nice carry there, offload to Edo Stella. Edo decides to hold on. Great carry over there. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. Good counter ruck there from SCN. But Frankfurt managed to get the ball out and plays on. Good defense there by SCN. Slowing the ball down. Skip pass there by Fraser Hasty, finding touch. Getting over Aiden Dixon. The wing is a little bit short there. Just didn't manage to get hold of that ball. SCN trying to do a quick line-up here, not going 5 meters. Let's see what SCN decide to do here with this line out. Alex Biskupek is under a lot of pressure here. Let's see if he manages to hit the spot. Frankfurt will definitely be trying to contest this line out. Great work by SCN. They managed to secure their ball and they go for exit into Frankfurt 22. Quentin Nicolo with a nice gather into Edo Stella. Finds a great touch finder. Great exit there by Frankfurt. Back to where the original lineup took place. Alex Biskupek under a lot of pressure here at the lineouts. Let's see if he can hit his spot again. Perfect first lineout for SCN. Of course, been given to see how Frankfurt contest this. The ref has a bit of an issue. SCN walking in. And they're going near front ball again. Nice win by SCN. No contest from Frankfurt. And they're getting the ball out wide now. Great read there by Leo Wolf. Catching Luke Wakefield with the ball. A penalty. Offsides is the call. Silly work there from Frankfurt. SCN were under a lot of pressure and Frankfurt gave away a silly penalty, relieving SCN of that pressure that they caused. Now SCN with the easy option to exit their half. One of the players from SCN down injured, that could have got a finger to the eye or something with the face. Luke Wakefield. He's been playing in Germany for a long time. He's also a national team player, originally from New Zealand. He's one of SCN's star players. Good touch finder there from Nikolai Clemenhaus. Let's see how how SCN decide to attack with this line-out opportunity here. Front ball again, won it. Screw throw, says the ref. SCN's first line-out loss. Unlucky for the hooker there, but now a good opportunity for Frankfurt to have some ball in hand and counter from in their own half. Two big packs going head to head over here. This is going to be a real battle there on the tight head side. SCN scrumming with Paul Weiss, a very experienced player, over 200 caps for SCN, against Tati Losado, originally from Argentina. And scrumming ins the call from the ref. Kunsen Mikolod does a quick tap, gets good meters. Another penalty, not back 10. Great work there from the French scrum half, catching SCN on guard. Let's see what Frankfurt decide to do with this line out. A great attacking opportunity now for Frankfurt, their first real attacking opportunity inside the SCN half. Straight line out ball, the more set, going forward with a lot of pace, collapse, still going, ball's out. Sebi Rodwell with a nice carry over here, hard work, getting pushed forward there by John Martin. Can they get fast ball here? They're spaced out wide, scoop pass there by Christopher Henning, Aiden Dixon on the outside, cuts back inside, could be a high tackle there, shoulder to head, and a knock on, but penalty for the high tackle. If there was Timo, that could be a card. It looked like it was direct, shoulder to head. But great work there on the wing by Aiden Dixon. Let's see what Frankfurt decided to go for the line out here now. I think they're going to go for another maul. Their last maul gained a lot of meters for them before it was collapsed by their own players. So let's see if they can stay on their feet. Ref's just waiting for the ball. It's been kicked over the fence. Still waiting for the ball. And finally Marcel Becker has the ball here, the hooker of Frankfurt, Aiden 80. Man sadly moving to Hamburg. You see a straight back ball, but it's an overthrow. Oh, and the ball's loose and kicked out by Sebastian Rodwell. An opportunity lost there by Frankfurt. 1880. An overthrow, the pause. But a very hard throw there for his first line out, Marcel Becker, just missing the target. And a nice far kick there by Nikolai Clemenhaus. Fabrizio with the ball, the man from Paraguay, and he's going for it. Stepped and hit hard there by the SCN players and losing the ball forward. And then Bachmann with the Rania The ball's loose now. It's very messy rugby being played at the moment. Ball all over the place. Let's see if SCN can slow it down and set it up again. Great tackle there by Frankfurt. Fraser Hasty and Hassan Ryan. Hitting Paul Weiss really hard there. But ref coming back for a knock on from Fabrizio. A man born in Paraguay, went to a German school, learned German, spent a couple of years in Italy studying, also spent a season playing for Munich, and now he's joined Frankfurt 1880. SCN with an attacking opportunity now inside the Frankfurt half. Second scrum of the game. The first scrum, Frankfurt got a penalty for scrumming in. Let's see what happens now. Solid set by both teams. It looks like number 3 from SCN was going down, but hit hard there in the tackle. Nikolai Clemenhaus hit hard in the tackle by Chris Henning, the young German flower. It looks like he's down injured. Let's see what happens. The ref has stopped the game. It looks like it was a rough clean out there on Nikolai Clemenhaus. Chris Henning down injured. Could have been a half extension of the elbow or shoulder. Let's hope everything's fine and he just needs a little bit of ice. Where did you see the team? Oh, we don't like to see this happen in rugby. You see now he looks good. Strong young man. Made his national team debut earlier this year against Netherlands. He had an outstanding tournament for the under-20s. When they played in the European Championship. And now he's bringing that form into the Frankfurt first team. Frankfurt with a penalty. It seems to be a tackle without the ball. And they're deciding to go for touch. It's a good touch finder there by Frankfurt. Their second opportunity in SCN 22. Let's see if they can capitalize on this and get a good go forward ball. I think they'll most likely do a mauler here. Let's see. We're still waiting for the ball here. There's thick bush here around SCN. They're near a river, so all the trees and that are very thick and the balls get lost very easily. And we've got the ball back. Let's see now how Frankfurt decides to tackle this line out position. And they go for front ball, but it's still overthrown. Messy line outs there from Frankfurt. SCN doing a great job there, putting Frankfurt under a lot of pressure. Let's see what happens now in this scrum. The last few scrums have been a real contest by both teams. Solid sets. It looks like Paul Weiss has been under a lot of pressure, giving a penalty in the first one and collapsing in the second one. Let's see how SCN can exit from this position in the field. Solid set there by both teams. The ref calls for a reset. At the hooker for Frankfurt you get Marcel Becker against the SCN Alex Biskopek. A young player versus an extremely experienced player nearing the end of his career, but still doing well for SCN, setting a solid base in the scrum. ref goes for another reset. There seems to be a lot of problems happening here in the front row that the ref's not happy about. Let's see if this third time lucky can work. Stall problems, free kick. 3 times a reset, the ref has given a free kick now. Not great work from Frankfurt, giving SCN an easy out here from their own half. Nikolai with a great kick, finding touch inside the Frankfurt half. Probably on the Frankfurt 10-meter line. Frankfurt now need to exit their half. So for 10 minutes played and the score is still 0-0. Frankfurt with their first win of the day. John Martin stood with a nice carry over there, pumping the legs, getting brought down. And Frankfurt decide to exit now. Deep inside the SCN 22, and let's hope the ball doesn't bounce out, and it does. Back for a scrum inside the Frankfurt half. Very unlucky there from from Frankfurt. The pitch a lot smaller than the one in Frankfurt, so the players need to get used to that judgment when kicking. But an unlucky mistake there from Christopher Henning. Good attacking opportunity now for SCN inside Frankfurt's, just outside the 22. So let's see if they hit Wakefield up in the middle or if they take it out wide. But there's been a problem with scrums this game, so the ref hasn't been very happy with the last couple of scrums. The last one having 3 resets before a free kick was given. Let's see if Frankfurt can improve over here. Straight down from the Frankfurt tight Chris Adena. Penalty SCN. Let's see if they decide to go for poles or touch. And they've chosen poles. So far, sorry, my umbrella just got blown all over the place over there. But SCN have been camping inside the Frankfurt 10-meter. Frankfurt getting a few opportunities inside the SCN 22, but nothing coming from that. I don't think SCN have entered up the Frankfurt 22 once, but it's a miss from Nikolai Klemenhaus. He's a very good kicker, unfortunately into the left over there. So Frankfurt get to keep those 3 points. Score still 0-0, 15 minutes played. Great tackle there by John Martin. And the balls, and a great pick there by Nikolai Klemenhaus, but it looks like it's going too far. And yes, it has. We'll be back for scrum on the 10-meter line, or halfway line. Both Flower seem to be making the mistake of misjudging their kicks and kicking over the dead ball line. We're in the middle of the field for another scrum. The last scrum, Frankfurt were penalised for collapsing on the tight head side. Chris Adena going down. Great work from the SCN pack, putting Frankfurt under a lot of pressure. Let's see if Frankfurt can step up and man up to the SCN pressure. Down again. There seems to be a lot of problems on that other side of the scrum. Chris Sedene and his opposition, Lucid Prop, seem to be arguing a lot. Ref having a chat to all front rows. The players must be very hot now at the moment. The sun's out. It's around 20 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. So far, no points have been scored. A lot of rugby and silly mistakes being played. Solid set job by both teams. And the ball's in. Frankfurt under a lot of pressure here, and they still managed to keep the ball at the back. Skip pass by Chris Henning to Aiden Dixon on the outside. And Aiden gets tackled out. Great defense there from SCN. Great tackle from the number 25. Great work by SCN over there. Putting Frankfurt under a lot of pressure in the scrum, getting Messi ball to the backs, and then the number 25 from SCN getting a great tackle there on Aiden Dixon on the outside. A little bit of confusion over here between all the players. Change of the call. And they go straight up in the middle. One-handed catch by Henning Borkman. And the ball to Nikolai Clemenhaus, who gives it an exit. Straight down. Is that a 50-22? And the ball's being let out by Clinching Mikolo. So 50-22 for SCN. Great work by that flower half, Nikolai Clemenhaus. That is what SCN need to get into the Frankfurt 22 now. And they go for a back ball here to see if they can set up a maul. They do. They get it set. And they're going forward. They're going forward. They're going forward. And it looks like it's a try. It looks like it's a try. It could be hold up here. The ref having a deep look there, and he gives awards the try. Try's been awarded. The first try of the game, 5 points for Neuenheim. 20 minutes played, 5 points to SCN. A great maul set up there, and great work by all the forwards to drive over for the first try of the game. Great kick by SCN Flower over the Nikolai Clemenhaus, bringing the score to 7-0.
Auf die Erhöhung ist gut. Durch die Nummer 10 Nikolai Clemenhaus, deswegen neuer Spielstand 7-0 Vergleich zu Neuenheim. Den Versuch legte Agustin Aversa.
Great work from SCN over there to score the first try of the game after 20 minutes. Frankfurt 0, SCN 7. Let's see if Frankfurt can turn around things. Nice deep kick there by Chris Henning. Great tackle there by John Martin. Let's see if SCN can get a... Oh, they go short side. Quick hands. Now they're going to set the ball up now. SCN number 1 running. Ollie with a great... Oh, he misses his tackle. And SCN with the exit. Straight up. Edo Stiller under the ball. Losing the ball. Fabrizio with the pick up. Can you get support here from all these other players? Good work by both so far. Great clean out there by Hassan Ryan. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. John Martin with a nice pick over here, pumping the legs. Marcel Becker with an offload to Quinton Mikkelov. Still pumping his legs, manages to get brought down. And there's space here on the outside. Oh, a high hit there. A high hit there. But Leo Wolf losing the ball forward. Frankfurt deciding to do all these 50-50 offloads and trick plays, ending up with them knocking the ball on. I think Frankfurt should just run direct, hard, and keep the ball in hand. And that will help them. But let's see now. Good opportunity for SCN to counter attack here. Maybe look for 50-22.
What?
A penalty for chatting.
No, just a thing.
A penalty for chatting. And now SCN with the line out inside the Frankfurt 22. Let's see how they decide to attack with this opportunity that they have. I think they're going to go for more. They had their last more was great and they scored a try with it. Let's see if they stick with that plan. And a screw throw, the ball's lost and messy now. And it's been called screw throw by SCN. We'll see what Frankfurt decides to do here. And they decide to go for scrum. Solid set there by both teams. Advantage to Frankfurt. John Martin should with the carry over here. Good cover tackle there by SCN. Frankfurt with the advantage. Let's see if they can work some magic over here. Leo Wolf with the running here. Oh, a hard hit there. They got space on the outside here. Fraser Hasty with the ball. Decides to do a grabber. Fabrizio with the ball. Oh, and the ball's messy. Ollie Stein with the dive on it. And it's a knock on. Scrum to SCN. See, great work there from Frankfurt in that last scrum. Putting SCN under a lot of pressure and getting a penalty advantage, but then playing the penalty advantage away. Now the scrum to SCN on the opposition or on their just inside the half. Scrums have been very messy this game. Let's see how this one turns out. The wind has picked up a lot over here, blowing with SCN, the direction that they're playing in. So hoping solid set there by Frankfurt. Getting the upper hand and a penalty. Great work there from the Frankfurt pack. Great work. It looks like there's a little scuffle going on over here. A big scuffle going on here. Chris Henning Bachmann running in, and now all the players are going for it. It looks like a feisty battle happening out there. Great work by Frankfurt though, getting a major shove there and pushing Neuenam off the ball. Henning Bachmann taking offense to some actions done by the SCN players. But everything's sorted now. So play goes on and there's no cards given. The ref has had a chat to both captains. He's calling some of the players in. The captains need to speak to their players, and it's a penalty still to Frankfurt. Great work there by the Frankfurt pack. They've been under a lot of pressure the last few scrums. And this scrum they managed to get good go forward ball on the SCN ball. So a great tighter there by Chris Adena. Frankfurt now kick for touch. Their third attacking opportunity now inside the SCN 22. Let's see if they can get any points with this opportunity here. 27 minutes we've played so far. And they go back ball. And the more sets. And they're going forward. And they're going forward. Great work there by. And the ball's down. Slow ball now. Seb Rodwell with a nice carry over here, pumping the legs. Great defense there by SCN. John Martin with a pick and go and under the post. Great work there by John Martin. Seeing the gap and doing a great pick and go. The Australian or South African born man that's moved to Australia with a great try there right under the poles. Frankfurt with the first points of the game. At the moment, 7 to SCN, 5 to Frankfurt with a kick to come. But great work there by the Frankfurt forwards, winning the line out, mauling 10 meters and then getting ball out to the back. Seb Rodwell with a great carry over there. And then John Martin Stewart spotting the gap, doing the pick and go. The score 30 minutes, 7-all. A tightly contested 30 minutes. Let's see how the last 10 minutes of this half pan out. A nice high kick there by Nicola Clemenhaus. Fabrizio under it and loses the ball. Penalty, offside. Silly work there from Frankfurt, putting themselves under a lot of pressure now just before half time.
Unheimlich starken Kickoff durch die Nummer 10. Nikolai Clemenhaus erneut gute Position für den SCN.
Now let's see what SCN decides to do. Oh, they're going for a quick tap penalty move over here. Let's see how Frankfurt decide to defend this. And they come up and they smack him hard. Slow ball now for SCN. And they pick again. Off 9. And they go off 10 now. Nikolai Clemenhaus with a good run there. Great tackle there by Quinton Nicolo. Pick and goes over there. SCN going for the pick and go. Looks like it's crawling on the ground. Could be holding on here. Real solid hit there by John Martin Stewart. And the ball's turned over. Great work there by Frankfurt in defense. And now attacking opportunity for SCN from the back. Oh, and hit hard there by Aiden Dixon in the back. Frankfurt relieving a lot of pressure over there. Great work by the winger. And they do a chip Ollie Stein at the back. A penalty. Late tackle is the call from the ref. Frankfurt giving SCN a lifeline now. Defending so well and then giving away this silly penalty. Let's see how Frankfurt decides to defend this line out. A great defense there by John Martin Stewart with that wonderful tackle. Oh, and loose ball here in the line out, not thrown straight, is the call from the ref. scrum. Frankfurt have decided to choose the scrum. The last scrum they had, Frankfurt pushed SCN off the ball. Let's see how this one turns out. It's been a fairly even battle at the scrum time. Players are just waiting for the ball. Solid set there by both teams. Penalty, collapsing. Great work by the Frankfurt pack there to relieve the pressure. An easy exit now. SCN struggling a little bit now at the scrum time. It could be fatigue, because at the start of the game they put Frankfurt under a lot of pressure. Christopher Henning with a good touch finder, bringing the line out to Frankfurt's 10-meter line. Frankfurt with the line out option now, and they go up with Fraser Hasty, but it's an overthrow. And it's been charged down again. Messy play over here by both teams. Henning Bokman with the ball. And he doesn't carry and he's hit hard. Yo, great tackle there by Vincent and Chris Edenia. And they're spaced out wide here. They're spaced out wide. Aiden Dixon here. Oh, and it's a knock on here. Wolf with the ball. Frankfurt need to slow the ball down now, and they decide to kick back. Knock on is the call. Back to the knock on over here. Messy play there by both teams. Frankfurt losing the line out once again. It hasn't been the best performance at line out time for Frankfurt this half so far. Let's see if they can step it up in the last 7 minutes of the first half. They have a good attacking opportunity now just inside the SCN half with a scrum that the last few scrums they've got penalties for, so they've put SCN under a lot of pressure. Just a little water break over here today. It is very hot. It was meant to be pouring with rain, but the weather seems to be very good at the moment. It doesn't look like there's any rain in sight. Let's hope it stays like that for the rest of the game. The boys have finished their water break and the scrum is ready to start play off. Solid set there by both teams. The ref blows for a reset. There's been a lot of problems during this half with scrum time. Both sides of the scrum. But two solid packs going head to head, which is what you like to see. Frankfurt winning the last two scrums, getting the penalty, relieving pressure. Let's see how this one turns out. Solid set there from both teams. Looks like scrumming in from Paul Weiss, number 3. Scrumming in is the call from the ref. Frankfurt with another penalty. Let's see if they decide to go for touch or for balls. But the veteran has been blown the last 2 times for scrumming in. Let's see if he can make a change during the second half. Frankfurt with now inside the SCN half. At the moment, Frankfurt have had 3 opportunities inside the SCN 22 and only come away with 1. Oh, and it's a knock on there. Frankfurt trying to do a special move. Quinton Mikolo with the knock on. Silly mistake there by Frankfurt. Great carrier by Henning Bokman. Getting SCN on the front foot. And he box kicks. Great box kick also. Finding touch inside the Frankfurt half. Good exit there from SCN. Frankfurt all the way back in the half now. There seems to be a little bit of confusion over here. Frankfurt with the line up now on their own 22. Coming all the way from the SCN 22. Great work there by Fraser Hasty winning the line out. Chris Adeni with the big carry over here. Getting go forward ball. And they exit. Looking for space down the middle. And they're running it. Oh, and Leo Wolf with a great tackle over there. Can he get up and counter-ruck? SCN under a lot of pressure over here. Great work there by Leo Wolf. With a great tackle. Paul Weiss with the carry over here. Is he going to get hit hard by the Frankfurt boys? Yes, he is. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. And it looks like a knock-on. Ball's gone backwards, says the ref. John Martin with a good read over here. Then Bachmann with a good play. Oh, and the ball's lost. Play on. Frankfurt with the ball. There seems to be space out wide here. There's space open here. Leo Wolf with the ball. Going for a handoff. Getting through. Tackle, ball to ground. Good attacking opportunity now for Frankfurt. Fast ball now for Chris Adene. He's hard in the tackle. Ball taken out wide. Sebastian Rodwell. It looks to be like there's a fight going on here on the outside. And they're playing over here. High tackle there by SCN. Penalty. A lot of dirty play here by SCN. A few fights and a nice hard tackle on Fabrizio. There's a minute left in this half. Let's see what Frankfurt decide to do from this penalty.
I have to agree, that was a great high tackle.
And it all started from a great tackle by Leo Wolf on the fullback of SCN. Getting the go forward ball for Frankfurt and putting SCN under a lot of pressure. So yeah, it's, for Frankfurt it's a good way to end the half if they can get any points now. Even the 3 points they will do. They have a penalty right in front of the poles. Let's see what they decide to do. And the call is being poles. They're going for poles. I think points are valuable for Frankfurt. Against SCN, we haven't won here. Frankfurt hasn't won here in 2 seasons, or two years. Not in Neuenheim. So Neuenheim are very good at home, and they've put up a good fight against Frankfurt the last couple of years. And today they're doing the same. The score at the moment is 7-7. Frankfurt with a penalty to come. Edo Stella with his second kick of the day. And over it goes. Frankfurt lead 10-7. The first half should be over in the next couple of minutes. now if Frankfurt can gather the kickoff and get a clean exit out of their own half. The last couple of restarts have been a little bit rough for Frankfurt. Losing the ball, giving a penalty for offsides. So let's hope that they sort it out. Great kickoff there by Nikolai Clemenhaus. John Martin under the ball gets... It seems to be a scrum, maybe in front of the kicker. Is the call. Scrum on the halfway. Scrum on the halfway in front of the kicker. Frankfurt have the opportunity now to get even more points before the half ends. Let's see if they can maybe get a penalty advantage from the scrum and have a go at the SCN boys. The last couple of scrums, Frankfurt have had the upper hand. Let's see how SCN deal with this. The ref unhappy with the scrum again. There's been a lot of problems with the scrum in this first half. Let's hope the second half it will be all sorted and the game can just run smoothly. Solid set there from both teams. Ball's in. Frankfurt are going for the shove. They seem to have got it. Ball's out. They could have got an easy penalty there, but the ball popped out of the scrum. Frankfurt with the opportunity now to attack before half time. A nice pick and go there by Oliver Stein. Good clean out there by Fraser Hasty. There's space out wide here with a skip pass. Aiden Dixon on the outside here now. Can he get support there? Yes, he can. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. Chris Adene with a nice big carry over here. Met hard by the SCN number 1. Fraser Hasty with the carry over here in space. Oh, a hard hit there by the SCN number 8. But great work there by Fraser to keep on his feet. Leo Wolf with the nice carry over here. Pick and go. Being brought to ground. No number 9 for Frankfurt. No. Let's see if Fabrizio goes on the outside, if he can stay in. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. John Martin with a nice carry over here. Slow ball now, getting in the way. SCN doing good work there, slowing the ball down for Frankfurt. Great tackling by SCN. And they're spaced out wide here. Seb Rodwell with the ball. Skip pass to Aiden. Aiden Dixon going for the corner and he's in! Great way to finish the first half. The score now at the moment is 15-7. Great work there by Frankfurt, building up the phases, seeing the space on the outside and getting the ball to Aiden Dixon on the wing. This man has got lightning pace. And when he has ball in space, he usually scores all the time. Great work by the Frankfurt players there. Ed Ostello with a kick to come. This should be half time after this kick. Great way for Frankfurt to finish the half. Ed Ostello with his third kick of the day. Little off to the left, unlucky for Ed Ostello. 3 from 3. Half time at the moment has been a tough half for the scores 15-7 for Frankfurt 8-80. Frankfurt ended the half now on a positive note. The first 20 minutes Frankfurt were under a lot of pressure. SCN played well and got phases through and managed to score a nice ball try. But so far it's been all Frankfurt after that. It's half time now. We'll get back to you in about 10 minutes. We're just going to take a little break. And we are back for the second half of SCN versus Frankfurt 1880. And it's underway. Great kickoff there by Nicola Klemenhaus. Getting Frankfurt under a lot of pressure there with the outer touch. Seems to have been a no touch there. I'm a little bit confused. But a great kickoff there by SCN. Frankfurt is the lucky partner now to exit. Great line out there by Frankfurt. Cosmos and Fragus with a carry now. A big carry by the big boy that's been banned. He's missed 3 international games and 1 Bundesliga game. And Frankfurt have been deducted the points that he played in for the first 2 because we had a misunderstanding with the games that were allowed to count for his ban. A good exit there by SC Neuenheim. There's a ball now in play.
Vom SCN geht es nun, diesen Rückstand aufzuholen. Wir freuen uns auch über Zuschauerunterstützung und die Mannschaft wird dann noch etwas extra geben.
Great play there from Frankfurt. Got space on the outside. Good tackle there by SCN. And now a turnover. Great work there from SCN in that defensive play. Great work. Frankfurt losing the ball into touch somehow. But it is SCN ball. They're trying to do a quick play here, but not going to plan. The ref has called them back. A beautiful day for rugby over here. Vincent Meyer coming off the field, the Frankfurt youth player that's come through the ranks all the way from minis to under 18s and now having a big impact this season for the first team. And Enzo Lissmann, the Frankfurt man through and through, on the field in the number 19 jersey. This man loves Frankfurt 1880. He'll do anything for the club. Let's see how he performs. He's had a couple of weeks off. He's back to play. Great defense there by Frankfurt, winning the ball in the line out. Messy ball there, slow ball also. Cosmos and Fragus with another beautiful carry. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. They got space on the outside. Leo Wolf with a show and go. Jersey getting grabbed. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. Fraser Hasty with the ball. A nice carry there. Can he find an offload? And he knocks the ball on. Silly work there from Frankfurt. A good attacking opportunity lost. Edo Stella now under the ball. Decides to let the ball bounce, putting Frankfurt under a lot of pressure here. Great defense there by SCN. And Seb Rodwell with a nice carrier through the middle, pumping those legs. That man can pump his legs. He's a fast Italian. And the space now out wide, and not the greatest pass there by Christopher Henning. And the ball seems to be taken out. Great defense there by SCN. A lot of messy play going around here now, but SCN have a line out just inside their half. Frankfurt doing well, but I think they just need to be a little bit more clinical carrying the ball and not look for silly offloads or 50-50 offloads. Rather hold the ball, carry hard, draw in the SCN defenders and create space on the outside. And they go backboard. Great defense there from Frankfurt, putting SCN under pressure, but they managed to secure the ball. And Frankfurt let it bounce, putting them under pressure. Edo Stella with the ball. Slow ball now for Frankfurt. No 9. They need slow ball now. And they get it to Chris Henning with a nice kick. Very high kick here. Frankfurt capitalizing on that silly error made by SCN. Great tackle there.
Cool.
There seems to be a little bit of a injury here, but it seems like the player's all good. Just a hard hit there. Penalty, offside for Frankfurt. Fabrizio seems a little bit wobbly over here. Let's hope he's all good. But great work there from Frankfurt. But they need to control that ball when it's being kicked, not let it bounce. It puts Frankfurt under a lot of unnecessary pressure. Frankfurt with a good attacking opportunity now inside the SCN 22, the first of the half. There seems to be a few subs being made over here. Fabrizio leaving the field now. Ray Parkinson coming on. Chris Hull's coming on. Chris Henning leaving the field. Oh no, he's not leaving the field. He's moving to fullback, I think. Or outside centre. There's a little bit of change going on here. I'm a little bit confused at the moment, but also a change in the front row. Tati Lasado comes off for Chris Hulls.
Doppelwechsel beim SC Frankfurt 80.
Frankfurt go for a maul, yeah.
Den Platz verlassen, die Nummer 1.
Great work there, great setup. They're going forward. Let's see if they can manage this and go towards the try line. They're going a little bit lateral. And it seems like a collapse. Frankfurt with the advantage. Let's see if they can play some magic over here. John Martin through with the carry up now. Good work there. Let's see if they can get a quick ball out wide. Fraser Hasty with a nice carry. Hits hard there by the SCN defense. Ray Parkinson with the first ball of the game. A little bit messy over here by Frankfurt. Let's see if they can slow the ball down and regain the structure. John Martin with another carry now. It goes for offload. But Frankfurt had the advantage, so penalty.
Yep.
Rice in front of the poles. Let's see what they decide to do. Poles would be a good option here to be out of range by 11 points. The score at the moment stands 15 to Frankfurt, 7 to SCN. Frankfurt are still deciding what to do. They're going for the touch judge over here. Touch they found. 5 meters out from the SCN try line. Great work there by Frankfurt setting the maul. Getting good go forward ball. And seems like hold up. Hold up is the call. Great work there by SCN. Great work by SCN there to stop the maul from going forward and scoring a try. So goal line dropout it is. Let's see where SCN decide to exit over here. And it's a bouncy kick. Edosello with the ball. Let's see Ray Parkinson with the ball in the middle. Let's see if he decides to pick and go. Yes, he does.
Good way.
Taken low and hit hard there by the SCN players. Good play in the 9. Or falling off his feet is the call. Quinton with a quick tap. The ref calls him back. What a pity. Just off the mark. Let's see what Frankfurt decide to do now with this penalty. SCN being under a lot of pressure this first half. They've been in their half most of the time. Frankfurt just not capitalizing on the opportunities that they've had. And a good touch finder there by Frankfurt on the 5-meter line of SCN. Let's see if they go for another maul.
Die Zeitstrafe für den Neuenheimer Spieler William Portillo ist beendet. Für ihn wird neuen Spiel Nummer 6.
Let's see what Frankfurt decide to do. Marcel Becker with the throw to come. And they go for back ball. Jenzo Lisman with the catch. Down and the more set. Seems to be collapsed by SCN advantage Frankfurt. Marcel Hen with the pick and go here. Getting the ball out wide to Sebi. There's space on the outside. Chris Henning with the ball here. Show and go. Trying to do an offload and messy ball over here. Ref blows it back for the penalty. Collapsing the maul. There could be a card now. It seems like the ref's going to his pocket. Number 3 from SCN, Paul Weiss, sent to the sin bin, collapsing the maul. Cynical play. Cynical foul, and now SCN a player down. Let's see what Frankfurt decide to do here. They go for a scrum. Clever call, seeing that the tight head cop got a yellow card. So SCN will be a player down in the scrum. Let's see how Cosmos and Pragus goes. This man's eager to play. He's missed the last game. And he really wants to set a solid platform for the team. This will be his first scrum of the game. Also Chris Howells on the loose head side. Still centered there with Marcel Becker in the middle. The big German. Let's see how this scrum goes. The first half had a few resets. Let's see if this can be better. Ball gone straight down, penalty Frankfurt. And they play quick. Switch there to Leo Wolf. Leo Wolf going for the balls and loses the ball forward. Knock on's the call. Frankfurt have had plenty of opportunities and haven't capitalized on any in the second half. They could have gone for poles a couple of times and got at least like 6 points. They've had about 5 penalties inside the SCN 22. SCN with the player down, their tight head prop. So Frankfurt could still put some pressure on in this next scrum, seeing that SCN's a player down in the forwards. Scrums seem to be taking a while to set up. The ref hasn't liked what he's seen today. A little bit messy from both teams. The ref not happy again. Seems to be a lot of problems here with both front rows, even with the reserves on. So the ref's driving his standards. High standards, he wants a clean set and a solid platform to get the ball out to the back. Let's see how this set goes now. Solid set by both teams. Frankfurt putting a lot of pressure on the SCN team. Penalty for Frankfurt. Turning the scrum and they go for quick tap. Seb Rodwell with the ball. Great defense there by Nikolai Klemenhaus. Quinton Mikolo with the carry and a try.
Yeah.
Great work there by the little Frenchman, the feisty fella. Oh, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on over there. The SCN boys picking on the little Frenchman. But great work from the Frenchman, picking up the ball from the ruck, spotting the gap, and pumping his legs through contact and scoring a great try. The score now stands at 20-7 for Frankfurt. Finally, Frankfurt able to convert on the pressure that they've been causing SCN the whole of the second half. They've been down there in the SCN 22 for about 10 of the last 15 minutes played. Let's see how SCN turn around and try counter Frankfurt back. And let's see how Frankfurt retain the ball of kickoff and manage to get a clean exit. Cosmos and Fragus with a solid platform set there at that last scrum. Frankfurt been doing well with their scrum training the last week. Just waiting for the ball to get play underway again. Nikolai Clemenhaus with a few great restarts. Let's see if he can do another one. Another great restart, high up. John Martin stood under it and loses it. Regathered by John Martin, and they go. Fraser Hasty hit hard there. Can they get clean ball and exit? Yeah, they managed to exit. Can he find touch? Yes, he can. Great exit there by Frankfurt. Great exit. Quinton Mikolor doing a great box kick there, getting Frankfurt out of their half and getting the ball back into the SCN half, putting SCN under pressure now. Let's see how Frankfurt decide to defend this line out and where they go up. SCN have done very well with their line outs this week. A little bit of confusion there. But play is back underway. And a messy line out, won by Cosmo. Missed. Now ball out the back to John Martin, who carries in. He's a little bit isolated, and there's managed to be just a cleaner in time. Leo Wolf on the outside gets the ball to Chris Henning. Aidan Dixon on the wing. Great carry by the young lad. Seems to have gotten isolated and a steal. Great work there by SCN, getting over the ball and winning the steal. A nice easy exit now to get out of their own half. The Frankfurt cleaners a little bit lazy there and taking their time. Let's see if they can step it up now and stop SCN in their tracks. The last line-out was a messy line-out for SCN. Let's see how they cope with this one. And they go back ball, overthrow. Frankfurt have gathered the ball against Seb Rodwell with a nice carry over here, pumping the legs. There's space at the back, let's see if they use it. They decide to hold. The ball's been ripped in the tackle. Knock on's the call from the ref. Frankfurt losing the ball a lot in contact. Let's see now, there's another scrum set happening. This game's been there've been a lot of problems with the scrums during this game. There's probably been about 7 resets total.
Neun Spiel, Nummer 22, Leo Becker, Nummer 9, Owen Payne.
So it looks like Chris Henning has moved to fullback with Edo Stella moving to the wing. Let's see how SCN decide to attack this. Let's see if they can get a solid platform here off the scrum. A man down. Penalty to SCN. Chris Hall's collapsing. An easy way out for SCN to get out of their half here. And they decide to go for a quick tap. And there's space on the outside here. And they get the ball wide. Felix Lammers with the ball. Forward pass. Forward pass. The SCN players are complaining to the ref all the time. Scrum, another scrum now. It's just been scrum after scrum after scrum. But the last scrum, Frankfurt gave away a penalty. So let's see if they can fix that problem and set a solid platform here for Ray to do the magic and create space on the outside by playing the right people. SCN still with the player down. Let's see if Frankfurt decides to go for the penalty. And they're going for the shove. Penalty! Collapsing. Great work there by Frankfurt. Getting the upper hand over SCN there, a player down. At the moment it's 8v7 in the scrum. SCN without 8th man because their tight-head prop got a yellow card. It looks like Frankfurt are going for the touch. And a great touch finder there by Ray Parkinson, the veteran. I must say Chris Howes has had a good few scrums since he's come on. He's had about 3. The 37-year-old man's still going, and let's hope he carries on playing for another few seasons. Good line-out win there by Frankfurt. They're going for the maul, and they get good go-forward ball. They're still going, Advantage from the side, but Frankfurt have the ball out. Johan Niederberger with the carry. Met hard in the tackle. It's slow ball now for Frankfurt. John Martin with a nice carry over here. Great carry by John Martin. And a nice pick and go there by Ollie Stein. And it's a try.
Yes.
Great work there. What was it? Yeah, Ollie Stein with the try. Great work there by the German international. The man that's come through the youth of Frankfurt 1880, from minis all the way to under 18s. Played a season or 2 with the first team at Frankfurt. Went for 3 years to Munich. Played for 3 years at Munich while he studied there. And now he's back at Frankfurt, his hometown club. Great work by the Frankfurt forwards over there, setting that solid maul, getting the advantage, and then a great pick and go there by Ollie Stein, scoring his first try of the day. The score at the moment stands at 27-7, with a kick to come. 23 minutes played in the second half so far. Edo Stella kick to the left, unlucky by the Italian player, the German international. He's been living in Frankfurt since the 2018-2019 season. A very experienced player. Just finished his studying degree in international business management. So juggling rugby and studying at the same time. A nice restart off there by Nikolai Klemenhaus. Messy ball here, but still gathered by Edo Stella. Slow ball for Frankfurt. Let's see if they can get a nice exit over here. It looks like they're going for a box kick. A nice box kick there by Clinton Mushilak, finding touch. Not the greatest distance, but still finding touch and relieving his team some pressure.
Lauter Spielerwechsel beim Sport Neuenheim. Draußen geblieben ist Spieler Nummer 3, Paul Weiß. Ersetzt wurde er durch Jakob Schneider mit der 17.
waiting for the ball to resume play. And SCN go with the front ball. Seems a bit skew, and the ref blows for out, even though there wasn't a contest. A little bit confusing sometimes. I think the refs get a little bit confused with that call, but lucky for Frankfurt to get away with that, and unlucky for SCN that the ref called it. Let's see the last scrums. Frankfurt has had the upper hand. Let's see how this one turns out. Cosmos and Fragus and Chris have made a great impact on the bench. Let's see how this one turns out. Solid setup by both teams. Frankfurt nice and low. Great work there by SCN to hold them. And the ball's out. Leo Wolf with a kick exit. Let's see if he kicks direct or not. Great touch finder there. Oh, the ball's not out. And now the ball's been taken out. Penalty. High tackle by Frankfurt. High tackle by Frankfurt. Penalty to SCN. Silly mistake there from Frankfurt. SCN were under a lot of pressure over there. And they decide to go for a line out kick, which they found. Good touch there, great kick there by Nikolai Klemmenhaus. Let's see how this end decide to attack with this opportunity that they have. A change of Booker. Seems like a number 6 is throwing. A little bit of confusion. A little overthrow and a knock on. Frankfurt regather the ball. And Ray decides to exit. Clean exit there, finding space at the back. Great kick by Ray. Now a good opportunity to counter-attack by SCN. Losing the ball and under a lot of pressure now. Can Frankfurt counter-attack? No, they can't. Great work there by SCN to get back in time. Great defense there by John Martin Stewart and Marcel Becker. Advantage, not releasing. Tackling, not releasing. Great tackle there by Quinton Mikolov. And they're over the ball. Is it stolen? No, it's not. From the side is the call. From the side. And they go quick again. Great tackle there by Cosmos and Fragus. A nice solid hit there by Jens, by Ollie Stein. And now Henning Bokman running with the ball. Slow ball now for SCN. Let's see if they can set it up now and create space on the outside. Robert Lehmann with a nice carry. There seems to be space on the blind. Great work there by SCN to keep the ball going. And penalty. I'm not sure what this penalty is for, but we will see now. It seems to be offside, not 10 meters from the last kick or the last penalty. But a great defense there for Frankfurt. Defending a couple of phases, good low tackles. A great tackle there by Cosmos and Fragus. His specialty tackle top. Now a good attacking opportunity for SCN. Let's see if they can capitalise on Frankfurt's far, about 6 meters out from Frankfurt's line. Let's see how the hooker goes over here. He's been under pressure in the last couple of lineouts with a screw throw and an overthrow. seems to be a lot of breaking play, a lot of confusion, and they go up straight in the middle. Ollie Stein with the steal. Great work there by Frankfurt. Penalty, holding on. Great work there by the SCN number 6. Nikolai Klemenhaus with a quick tap. Frankfurt slowing the ball down. Let's see what they decide to do now. They seem to be going for pick and goes. Great defense there by Frankfurt. And try. Great work there by SCN. Ollie Stein seeing the ball at the line out, going to ground, and the SCN number 6 over the ball. Penalty for holding on. Nikolai Klemenhaus with a quick tap. And the forwards, pick and go, scoring a beautiful try. The second try of the day, bringing the score to 12 to SCN, 27 to Frankfurt. Let's see if Nikolai Klemenhaus can get this kick.
Aber es ist einfach schön fest sogar.
His second kick of the day. He got over his first kick. Let's see if he can get over this one. The score stands at 27 to 12. 10 minutes left. And he's got a sweet strike over there. And over. Great kick there by Nikolai Klemenhaus. Bringing the score to 14 to SCN, 27 to Frankfurt. With 9 minutes left of play. Let's see how Frankfurt turn this around. Hopefully SCN can pick up energy from this try and work their way back up to Frankfurt's try line. A good take there by Hennen Bokman. Let's see if SCN can get a clean exit. Good pop there. Cosmos and Frogos over the ball but cleaned out nicely. They're going to exit now. Ray Parkinson with the ball now, counter-attacking. Great carry there by Ray, but a good tackle there by SCN. Advantage, penalty, off his feet. Leo Wolf with the quick tap. Not 10, advantage to Frankfurt. Great work there by Leo Wolf. Getting the quick tap going. SCN not 10. And now another penalty, 10 meters forward for Frankfurt. Let's see if they decide to go for they've decided to go for poles. A good option, I think. Getting points always puts pressure on the other team. The score stands at the moment 27-14 to Frankfurt. Let's see how Edo Stella goes with this kick. He's had a good kicking performance today. Missing the last two. This one from quite a distance out and an angle. Let's see how he strikes it. Solid strike. And over. Great work there by Edo Stella, the German international. With a great kick.
Der Frankfurt schlägt sofort zurück durch einen erfolgreichen Strafzug. Neuer Spielstand.
David Kumuriki is back on and they go for a quick kick and it goes directly out. A silly kick there by Nikolai Klemenhaus, putting his team under a lot of pressure. He's had beautiful kickoffs all day and just a little bit of a shocker now. Let's see now how Frankfurt decide to attack this opportunity. Change at Ukaya now, so let's see how it goes now with David on. A lot of weight difference there now in the front row. Let's see if it makes a difference or not. They've been training hard all week, so it shouldn't. Penalty, going straight down. Let's see what Frankfurt decide to do. Another 10. Talking to the ref. You don't want to do that. And now Johan Niederberger with the carry. He's a little bit isolated there. Messy ball there for Frankfurt. Tackle's been made. Not releasing. Silly penalties here by SCN. Putting a lot of pressure on themselves. 5 minutes left of the second half. And Frankfurt kick for the corner. You see how Frankfurt decide to jump for this line out and they go back ball. Ref blowed for play to stop. I think he had his whistle off. And now plays back on. Well, there's a sub. Francie Schroeter coming on for Aiden Dixon. Francie coming on at the wing. So Quinton Mikolo playing a full 18. You don't really see a scrum off doing that, but he's a very fit young Frenchman. And he's got the capability to do that. Messy maul here by Frankfurt. And a penalty try. Well done. Great work there by Frankfurt, scoring another try. And it seems like there's going to be another yellow card. A yellow card to, which number is this? To the SCN number 1, a yellow card. The score now stands at 37-14. Hiding is happening over here at the Museumsplatz. Frankfurt stepping up the gas, and the kickoff has happened. A nice good kickoff there by Nikolai Klemenhaus.
Good, Hassan.
A silly mistake there by Cosmo, just obstructing the guy in front of him. A very stupid play there. And the ball's been turned over. Yeah, Frankfurt inside their own 22. Playing the 9. A lot of messy play over here by both teams. Little scuffles going around. They seem to be picking on the young French number 9. He's a feisty Frenchman, that man, Quinton Mikolo. And Frankfurt goes for touch. The great touch finder there by Ray Parkinson. Let's see now David Kumariki's first line-out throw of the game. Let's see what play Frankfurt decide to run over here. They've got Edo Stella on the wing. This man has pace. If he gets the ball on the outside, there could be danger. And Frankfurt go for the pick from the line out. They won the front ball, and now it seems like they're going out wide. Chris heading with the carry himself, a little bit isolated, but good work there. A pick and go by Johan Niederberger. The son Ryan with a nice carry over there, a little bit isolated here, but good clean there by John Martin and Chris heading. Now the space out wide. Ollie Stein with the ball now. Can he get an offload? No, he can't. A little bit isolated there by both players. Let's see now, they have space. And the call's been made for a cross kick. There's space out to the back. A lot of pressure here on Luke Wakefield. Good defense there by Frankfurt. Let's see if they can counter there. They decide not to counter. I think it's a silly decision there. They should have put a lot of pressure on at the breakdown there, because now they're just getting a clean exit. Great exit there by Nikolai Klemenhaus. But still, SCN under a lot of pressure here in their own half. Frankfurt with their tails up. The score standing at 37-14 for Frankfurt, with about 2 minutes left of play. what Frankfurt decided to do. Yeah, the wind has picked up a little bit. And they still managed to win the ball. Great line out there by Frankfurt. And they play out the back. They're sitting on the outside with a show and go. Still going. The young German.
Oh.
A pick and go there by Francie with a knock on. The game should be over soon. The time on the scoreboard is up. But maybe the refs had a little bit of stoppage time. Let's see if SCN can do anything from this position. I think they're going to go for an attacking play straight away. They're not going to exit. Time could be up. We're very lucky today that we've missed the rain. The rain's scheduled to come later this evening. But yeah, it's been a beautiful afternoon with rugby going on over here. Beautiful game. Top of the table clash, which has been a little bit unproportional to what has been in the past, especially playing over here at the Museumplatz. But a great performance by Frankfurt today, capitalizing on all the errors SCN has made in the second half. The first half was tough going for the first 30 minutes, and then the gaps just decided to open up. And a solid set there by both teams. SCN under pressure but managing to secure the ball. Nikolai Klemenos with the show and go, and still going. Oh, Leo Wolf holding him up. Hold up is the call, yeah. More's called. The ball still seems to be with SCN. Let's see what they can do with this play. Great work there by Luke Wakefield. Getting ball to ground by Ollie Stein. John Martin over the ball. Over the ball and penalty. Frankfurt. Great work there by John Martin. Great work there by John Martin. The South African born player that moved to Australia when he was younger. Great work there. Frankfurt putting them under a lot of pressure and now have an opportunity to finish the game off positively. Let's see if they kick the ball straight out.
Yeah.
And that's the game. Great work there by Frankfurt to secure the win over here. The end score is 37-14. But great work by both teams. Both teams put up a hard fight. It was a beautiful afternoon for rugby and great rugby was played. Frankfurt just capitalizing on all the possible opportunities that came their way. It's a little bit of a rusty first half, but yeah, that's how some teams start off their games. But good way to end the game. The end score 37 to Frankfurt, 14 to SCN. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next game. Cheers.
Zum Abschluss noch die anderen Ergebnisse aus